Hello and welcome. This is Sriya Kundu from News9 and today we bring to you an exclusive interview. We've often heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Afghanistan coexisting with conflict. This is what the book is all about. We're speaking of a war-torn nation, the people of which resonate highly with a word that is resilience. That is the essence of this very book by a renowned photojournalist, Dilip Banerjee, who joins us at News9 today. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. And you know, we are speaking at a time when India and Afghanistan, the diplomatic ties between these two nations, have taken a notable turn. And it is quite a crucial juncture that we are standing at, especially with Vikram Misri's meet with the acting foreign minister of the Taliban. You know, my first question to you would be that why Afghanistan as a nation? You have visited the nation multiple times over a decade, 2001 to 2014. And you've also written about Bengalis and their interest in the country. Why would you say so?
You know that Afghans, they used to come to Bengal particularly because of the relation with the good people, good day, they are going to adjust with this business and other thing. But these are the time where they used to come to India, even not for the kind of travel. They are coming for get some job over there in the India also. If you go to the Burnpur and all this place, they used to work over there in the machinery, the kind of the koila, basically cold this thing. They used to join over there in it is still some people are there. They are not going to go back into something, and still there is a lot of Afghan people are there, Calcutta, the Burnpur, and so this. So this is one of the relations from the during that time, and also Rabindranath Tagore, you must be that is everybody knows the kind of he used to like the children, even children used to come to there. This is a huge, but it's a big kind of connected kind of thing. So Afghan, I have a kind of soft kind of the things which I was thinking of why that people are coming from the outside. And the other countries coming, and this always invite for the war or something like that. Why this is a kind of thing? So it is really it's matter for me to, let's say. So I used to go to the kind of so many times I was been in Afghanistan. So there's the first 2001 and the 2002 and then 2005 and 2007-8. So it was continuing. The one thing this is the war. That is one thing. Another thing is to go back to see what happened to them, how much they are lost their mind, lost their children, lost their husband or kind of thing, which I saw in the war there in fact. That some picture I have that the father going home for the war and children are coming during the lunch to offer them the lunch in during time. The children this thing. So these are the things which I have happened. I seen. It was really something. There is a rope on the road, and they did not allow us to the rope crossing the rope.
Okay, why?
They might that's the coming this thing. They might you can fire on you. Their reason is that look, we are this is the village. We don't have any food or something like that. They are regular kind of the ration, and they just stop bond because of the war. And he said that I don't allow you to cross this thing, the rope. Because you have to give some money as to our food or something like that. So we had to pay some $60 or something like that. And if you look at this, the dollar is $1 is something 1,50,000, $1. That means there is a money has no when a kind of things only they need the kind of food and the kind of dollar or something like that. Because then the price, it doesn't matter, the kind of this situation.
When we speak of these stories that you're telling us, very interesting ones, and they've been very well captured in your book. And like I began this entire interview with the word resilience, that is key. And that's a key feature in your book as well, a key feature of the people in the Afghan society over the years, as conflict has been a constant there, right? Through your anecdotes, help us understand how the society has shifted over time, but resilience still remains to be key.
See, the thing is that they used to fleet after later. Basically, the first they were the kind of they weren't basically not happy with the Russian this thing. The first this came, and then in that case is basically they think that they should be basically that give them the kind of shot which they don't like the Russian this thing, and Russia also there's already that place in Afghanistan. They have taken some area which is they are not going to go. This is the kind of, so then it start the kind of, they decide to let them the kind of this is basically out of their country. And then that time there is a kind of force from the USA. They are starting, they are coming in. So it was a kind of this thing. One of that they have taken a split of themselves in thing, like that. They have four or five the kind of that this thing people, and one is the Taliban, and is the kind of the supporting to USA, and Taliban is there itself and get some money or the arms from the Dubai or some places and kind of these thing places that are getting all the support from there. So Taliban is a kind of, let's start it with this one, and this side is and Pakistan of course this thing, and other side is they have taken from the US from the this thing. It was going on as a kind of thing, and finally they have that Taliban managed to the kind of Afghanistan in a different from different source and different this thing, it was going on is basically, and during that time then we actually that I was in India Today, and then myself and there is another senior this thing, there is Raj Chengappa also there, and also that other people from the colleague from our office, Astok and all. So then we actually that told us you have to go for this kind of during this conflict.
Right.
Then we did manage to go there, but it was very difficult actually, because I must tell you, during that time, firstly we tried in the Pakistan to get the entry. They refuse. Okay. And there may be their reason also, because they don't want to involve in this this thing, and that I don't want to. But then that we tried to go through the Central Asia. The Central Asia is one of the place which you can go. Then we went to the first in the Kazakhstan, and then wait there to get the flight from there to Tajikistan, because the border of the Tajikistan is Afghanistan, and there is a river, Amudarya, the river was there. So that you can cross over there, then you are in the Afghanistan. And Afghanistan is a northern alliance.
Right.
That is the kind of cross over the river is a northern alliance. So then we just first we went to Kazakhstan, and we were there for 10 days, because all the people that are coming from Afghanistan go out of the kind of war, and then we managed to go there to that place, but we not able to go to the further. Then we talked to the ambassador over there, our ambassador. Then he said, you can do one thing, that you can go to the Kyrgyzstan, and you take a Kyrgyzstan by road, and from there, there may be some chances over there, because we cannot ऐसे ही वहाँ पे so we have to go there, that we are going there. Then we saw the Russian force over there actually, and they said that you put up the light, and is a parking light, you go, and it is going through the kind of that the very tiny road, this thing, and they said that you can go and don't put on the light. There in the top, there is a Taliban. The people are there, our opposition. They can fire from there. During the day that we could not go there, cross over the river. So finally we just cross over to Amud area, and we are there. It is a very famous river actually. So that we managed to go outside. So these are the kind of ultimately we can go to the this thing, Afghanistan. And then went to some places. That is a big story. I think there will be no time. That's why I'm saying.
No,
so,
absolutely,
yeah.
Understandable. For that, yes, you ladies and gentlemen have to definitely check the book out. But I would want to focus on the society as well. That the years that you have spent there, the kind of changes that you've seen in the society, especially when I speak of the condition of women and girls. What are some of the starking differences that you've seen over the years as to what Afghanistan was back then when you first visited, maybe between 2001 to 2014, and you would say now, for that matter? What are some of these changes?
The Italian, the radio, technician or the radio, we went to the kind of one of the place. This is and both the side is a kind of, there's a ditch over there. So he goes in one of the place, we goes in the right, this place. But he did not come back in the night.
Okay.
I don't know what happened today, till today. He was never back to our this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you are talking about basically the place, that this is a highly that kind of what should I say, is basically itna hawa ho rahe the. This is a completely, you can see you were kind of 10 foot or something like that. This is one of the major problems during that time. And also that little later, the village, everybody village, they are going to war, and their the ma, bacha log I am talking about, the ma, where gone, nobody knows, he or she, and the children is aise ghum raha hai. Then we had to get some food from their this thing, office or something, and a bacha, if you see this thing, one child is standing over there. Because you can't see that without giving enough food, you cannot stay that there is actually. Since bacha is so many, this is the scene is something like that. Bacha log यहाँ घूम रहे हैं, वहाँ घूम रहे हैं, खाने का कुछ नहीं है, वो जा रहे हैं, बाबा नहीं है, माँ नहीं है, उसे completely dead, completely चिन्नो ये हो गया this completely. बाबा एक जगह, father is going or some do the complete chaos and complete. This is not the chaos. Basically, I can say is basically going to everybody wants to defend. Everybody, the kind of war. This is that you have to go and you have to give your kind of contribution. This is this is the thing.
I mean, the kind of narratives you have from the place, it's bone chilling, some of them for sure. But to continue with the discussion, help us understand over the years the international interference there and also the international perception of Afghanistan, I would say. How has that affected the society there and the people in the society? We know the part where we have seen war. We have kept a close track of the battlegrounds. But what about the people there? How have they been affected?
See that mostly the people is affected because of the Taliban. That is from the beginning itself, and it's still going on. But it is not going on like earlier that Taliban thing. There now it's a lot of changes over there, which I can see. I was there in the during time. That is a kind of much more lower now. It's a धीरे 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 मेरा अंदर इसको कोई लड़की को नहीं जाना है without any body the kind of इसका बेटा नहीं तो बोरखा तो है ही बोरखा that without बोरखा अभी भी है. But the going to you have to go with the somebody, either a husband or the beta or the African. Yes, escort. Yes. And also the kind of earlier it was something like मैंने एक कर देते हैं ढील मार के उसको मार देते हैं इंटर स्टेडियम में लोग को बोला देते हैं this was a very rude and kind of
a brutal regime.
It was there, but this time I think that particular during this time it is not happening on public. Maybe यहाँ वहाँ एक कुछ हो रहा है something like that. वहाँ पे एक बंगाली एक गया था, वो शादी किया था एक अफगानी को, तो उसको मार दिया उसको. कलकत्ता का एक बंगाली उसको शादी किया था एंड गया था अफगानिस्तान में घर करने के लिए, तो उसको मार दिया. दिस इज कंप्लीटली राइट. ही वाज नॉट.
But that's the Taliban that we are speaking of, and two regimes that you have actually compared. I was going to come to that eventually, but what about the US interference, if we speak of that? What I'm trying to ask here is, how are people in Afghanistan, the society, the grassroots level people, how are they affected with the US intervention? Or even for that matter, when they withdrew the troops, what was the impact on them?
It's a twice advantage in the sense. One is that that one sector is the Northern Alliance. They are helping from the US.
Right.
And the other is the Taliban. They are having the entire this kind of Muslim this thing. They are coming all the help and something. Pakistan is the next, the help and all the kind of this. So during that time, I think Taliban is not able to go for the kind of what they used to do earlier. Basically, किसी को मारना है, किसी को उसको कोतुल करना है, किसी को I'm talking about the without विचार, without the kind of कोई judge नहीं होगा.
There's no judgment.
This is the कोई कुछ नहीं है.
Just open fire.
Only the open this thing is basically. So it was there, but now I think it is going to be much more. This is that actually we cannot go to see and this thing now, but which I can understand. I was traveling in that place, 3-4 साल हम तो वहाँ पे ऐसे ही गया. So that is that I never seen the kind of this kind thing. But I saw the thing is that I went to the stadium. That is the footballer. I was just getting out of the stadium. हम देख रहे हैं उसको practice. Then I saw that one of एक बच्चा वो पानी खा रहे थे. And the police was ऐसे उसको पीटा है ऐसे. You can think of it.
Water.
Huh?
Just for drinking water.
Drinking water. This is pipe पे जो पानी आ रहा था जिसको. I was surprised. I mean, really, how can you do this thing?
Just brutality.
Brutality, completely the brutality. This is the kind of chota mota ba this time now the target is a kind of.
These are the stories that reflect on the society then. And this was when? Which year?
This is I'm telling you. This is 2005, 2007.
Okay.
2007. नाम बोल रहा है. This is.
Right. My last question to you would be your take on Afghanistan's relationship with India at this point.
See, the first phase of the kind of the conflict and all, then India did not basically did not do anything out
did
of
not
that.
Interfere.
Yeah. But now they must realize this is the kind of the health. They have पूरा 5 sides से घेरा हुआ है. The Pakistan, the China, then this thing is completely Bangladesh, completely घेरा हुआ है. This is even that US they are coming with the arms and all these things on the this माने basically plane में लेके आया. Yes, air. They cannot without air routes कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. So that is all these places basically, and they think that it is not going to be the continue or the kind of what we think of. So now I think they are talking with India, and now that
you think these relations will get better?
Yeah, but ultimately the hospital and all, they are looking for the time and the talking and all sorts of these things that they need actually. That is one thing. And also India was thinking whether the kind of negotiation with them is a kind of this thing, the kind of Taliban. Then is it acceptable or not? Also they are also talking.
Do you think they will actually?
Yeah.
There is a possibility
Thinking,
of
yeah,
a
possibility,
negotiation?
yeah. And also the thing is that now the people are going for the kind of work. There is basically the labor or the kind of something people are going, they are going. They are going actually. But the kind of relation with the kind of political relation or the something like that, I think is not still already they have India that. I don't know. But India have to do it.
India has to do
it. Yeah,
it.
it has to do
you
it.
have,
It's completely.
you have to say.
This
Well,
thing, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Banerjee, for joining us here at
Yeah.
News9. And well, ladies and gentlemen, those were some of the brief accounts that we in fact brought to you from his experience of over a decade having stayed in Afghanistan with the people there. And this was Sriya Kundu from News9 with this exclusive interview. Thank you for watching.